Some people may look at religion as one big facade, so I want to dissect the issues as to why black gay men lack the full belief in God. Let's discuss. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's talk about God and the gay community. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So, did you guys miss me? Because I missed you. And baby, I gotta say, my big ass is back on this couch, wearing this cushion out. You know what? Off topic already, y'all. This couch is like my kryptonite. Like, this couch is almost too damn comfortable. Like, literally yesterday, I was off and I was just like productive, getting stuff done. And then, like, I sat on the couch to type on my laptop. It was around like 3:30 p.m. I woke up at 8:30 p.m. Like, literally, I woke up and it was dark, y'all. Like, pitch black. And I was just like, damn. But anyways, I want to come with you guys today and talk about God and the black gay community and why the black gay community has a, not everybody lacks the belief in God, but a good chunk of us lack the belief in God. Now, to kind of switch things up a little bit, this is going to be somewhat of a reaction video, but I don't know if he's going to copyright if I put his video and my video, but I actually normally don't even talk about YouTubers either, but this is a YouTuber that I've been following for quite some time, and he goes by the name of Lee Hampton. If you guys don't know who Lee Hampton is, he is a very interesting YouTuber. He's funny, he's witty, he gives like a bunch of like knowledge from his perspective of the black gay community. He gives us a lot of story times about the black gay community. He even talks about how basically like the black gay community is too promiscuous and literally exposing like all of the things that are wrong with the black gay community, especially in Atlanta, which I deem the worst city on earth because when it comes to Atlanta, the milk's gone bad. Also, I forgot, he really like rose to prominence in the YouTube streets when he quote unquote outed Tyler Perry. Now, Tyler Perry hasn't came out of the closet, but from his words, he used to run with Tyler Perry, or used to run in the circles that Tyler Perry ran into before he became famous, and he clocked all the tea, allegedly. But I will say I am a fan of his content. Like, I really do like his content. He's quote unquote one of the older gays. I think I classify as one of the older gays. But he's definitely somebody on these YouTube streets that I've looked up to for most of my days. But the one thing that I can't really get jiggy with in terms of his content is the sheer fact that he kind of just looks down, not even kind of, he looks down on anybody that has different beliefs than him. He is an atheist, and he looks down on anybody that has a belief in God or is a part of an organized religion.
Why do y'all get so upset when I make comments about Christianity, Christian religion, or Muslim religion, or Jewish? They are all false. All of them are fake. Every religion on planet Earth is man-made up, and fake. If you choose to believe in those fairy tales, that's on you. But don't get mad at the rest of us because we got common sense to know this shit is fake and not real. I've dealt with enough. Listen, unless God comes sit here at this motherfucking table right here, God willing to sit here at this damn table and have a bowl of oatmeal and a cup of coffee, I don't know what shit y'all got to say about that fake ass shit. If you black and believe in that Jesus shit, you need the shit slapped out your motherfucking ass. You know what? One of the worst things when I meet black people who are religious Christian people, I just want to slap that fucking shit out their fucking ass. You that motherfucking stupid? You that goddamn stupid? Look around you. You that stupid.
But one thing about Mr. Walter Lee is, despite him not really having like a belief in anything, I look at him and I just see how immensely blessed this man is. Like, for one, he's attractive, a very handsome older man, has a great body, he's a bodybuilder. He's also made a very successful career off of being like a bodybuilder, or I think he's mainly like a fitness trainer. Like, he works out a lot and then people come up to him and ask for training at the gym and he trains them. And a lot of people and a lot of younger gays look up to him, which is another plus. A lot of people are able to get like really good guidance from him, and I've gotten good guidance from navigating the gay community from just watching his channel as like a young adult. Another blessing that he has is at one point he was in prison. I forgot how long he was in prison, but he was able to get out of prison and really turn his life around, has a thriving YouTube channel. He's actually well respected in the gay streets, even though he pisses off a lot of these black gays that don't take accountability. A lot of people like me do respect him. And the last blessing of his that I'm going to count, because, you know, there's a lot of blessings to count. He has a very nice, immaculate house. No matter how old it is and how superficial it may be, having a house and a shelter over your head, a good roof over your head, is an immense blessing, especially because I think his house is paid off. But despite all of those blessings that he was able to come across and experience in his life, he literally thinks that there's no existence of God. Like, God doesn't exist, and anybody that believes in God is a complete fool. Like, literally the other day, he posted a video saying, "So tired of you fake God and Jesus believers. Take that bullcrap somewhere else. I am atheist." Now, opinions are definitely like assholes. Everybody has one.
Some people like dick in it. Some people like tongue in it. Some people like popsicles in it, lollipops, whatever you like in your ass, that's your business. But I don't want no parts of this shit in my ass.
And one thing about me, the talent I possess is seeing both sides of the same coin. And granted, in the past, I have had friends that were atheists. Like, I mean, we're not friends anymore, not because of their religious beliefs. I mean, we fell out for other reasons. But I was able to, you know, like the person for who they are versus what they believe in. Like, I know what I believe in. Like, we're Team God over here. But I'm not the type of person that's going to force my beliefs onto you. I'm the type of person that I will judge you by your character, and I judge you by the energy that you bring. So if you bring around messed up energy, no matter what you believe in, I need you to move away from me. But the thing with Mr. Walter Lee, his beliefs, and a lot of other black gay men in the community is that a good majority of them have this disbelief in God, and I think majority of it comes from, once again, childhood trauma. Like, a lot of black gay men don't realize it, but a lot of us operate with unaddressed childhood trauma, and that's why a lot of them have bad attitudes. A lot of that trauma manifests into their adulthood. And Walter Lee has told many stories on his channel where he grew up in a household that was just like Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Like, his mom put God and Jesus over everything, and it didn't really prepare him for life. He feels like it prepared him for a life full of strife. Like, I remember he compared it to like how Asian parents would groom their kids to, like, you know, believe in STEM, you know, do math and science, all that, and prepare them for the real world, versus his black family only preparing him for like the word of God, but not really preparing him for the real life. And that's how his life ended up a life full of strife. And other black gay men growing up, 9 times out of 10, you grew up in a Baptist setting or like Jehovah's Witness, like, but you knew deep down inside that you were gay, and 9 times out of 10, a lot of what was on display within that church and preached to you guys was the fact that being gay was a sin. It was the biggest sin of all sins, and you were not to be seen or heard. Like, you weren't able to feel like accepted in society and feel like an actual human being based on the person that you were on the inside that you had to hide. It's like you grew up and your parents wanted you to show praise to this figure that told you who you were still was not going to get into heaven, per their words. And that's the thing. A lot of people, you know, false prophets kind of regurgitate the word and make the masses feel bad about themselves, make gay black people feel bad about themselves. Even with the fact that some of these preachers are being bent over in the pulpit. And this may be another topic for another day, but another reason why black gay men lack the faith in like church and God itself is because Dare I say HIV. Now, you guys may hate it, but black or bisexual gay men have almost 50%, make up 50% of the gay men that live with HIV to this day. And it's like, I can only imagine like how damaging and how hurtful it would be to get diagnosed with HIV. And when that person is diagnosed with HIV, I can kind of see like them being like, how could God let this happen? Like, how, if God is real, how could something so horrible happen to me? Even though some people don't take accountability. And then on top of that, the church plays a huge part because, like I said earlier, a lot of the leaders are fraudulent and fake and false prophets. Like, I'll never forget the infamous Eddie Long. Eddie Long from New Birth in Atlanta. Like, Eddie Long was letting all these little boys play on his dong. I think Eddie Long was like the first big black scandal that I ever witnessed within the black church. Like, that man was gay as hell. Just gayer than Christmas. Like, that man was just gay, but he was mentoring these boys and at the same time to the public preaching that it was not okay to be gay. And baby, whenever I see men preach that, oh, like when they're so against being gay, 9 times out of 10 on the down low, that man is gay. And then we got other false prophets like Jamal Bryant, who always cheated on his wife. Or we got Creflo Dollar, who cheated all of you guys out of some money, especially for a new fighter jet. And then black gay men cannot stand judgmental Christians. You know, people that are just so self-righteous and go to church and they're so devout and they're so just by the book, by the Bible, and follow everything, and everything that's a sin is not to be seen or heard or to be expelled, but they continue to go to church and judge people while doing shady shit, which is the reason why they continue to go to church. For example, y'all, I will never forget, there was this boy that I used to work with that I had a crush on. He was basically a church girl. Like, he was very by the book, by the Bible, straight-laced, clean-cut, you name it. An upstanding gentleman, a classic man. But, you know, I worked in retail with him back in the day, and out of nowhere he got fired. And then come to find out, he got fired because he was literally scamming money from rich people's cards. Like, he would do like returns, and then he would go back and reverse that transaction and put the money on his debit card or on a gift card. Like, baby, he was scamming the girls. Then another example is fraudulent Phaedra Parks. You know, the original church girl turned city girl. Phaedra Parks ain't shit. She ain't shit. Like, she was so devout, so Christian, but yet look how she did Candy Barris on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, she is the biggest example of a fraudulent Christian. But also, y'all, I also feel like black gay men have an issue with, you know, God and religion, mainly due to what is regurgitated to them, especially with the younger gays who follow any and everything that they see on social media. For example, Lil Nxx X. Now, Lil Nxx X, about a few years ago, I made a video on him when he came out with the whole Montero rollout with the devil shoes and, you know, the blood inside the shoes, 666, all that bullshit, him twerking on the devil. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. But yet, people were making me feel like I wasn't shit for speaking out against it. Like, there were a lot of black gay men and women that were mad at me for speaking against that Montero rollout bullshit. They were just like, oh, well, like, why don't you understand? Like, why don't you get this? Like, you're a black gay man. Like, they don't care about you anyways. They're saying that you're going to hell anyways. And I'm just like, so you guys are cool with going to hell? It's sad to say that we're in the days where a lot of people can't really think for themselves and discern for themselves, and a lot of younger black gay men and black gay men in general saw that it was cool to kind of, you know, not follow the rules, like do whatever. You know, we're gay, we make up our own rules. We don't have to take accountability, we don't have to have faith. All we have to do is have fun. And the funny thing is, now look at Lil Nxx X trying to come back to God after selling his soul and his pussy hole. He's trying to come back because we gotta keep it real. The music ain't musicking. The career ain't popping. Like, Old Town Road was the main hit, and it's been on a steady decline after it. I think he tried to come out with a Christian song the other day, and baby, ain't nobody vibing with what's on display. Like, you're all over the place, and your antics really got everything blown up in your face. But at the end of the day, all my black gay men that have a very shaky belief in God and religion, As a believer, I get it. And I get it based off of all the things I just listed. You know, the judgmental Christians that really made you believe that you weren't a valuable human into society based off of who you were made to love, and then with the fact that, like, we got to keep it real. The Bible did enslave us back in the day. Like, the Bible had black people in a chokehold. It did. But the main component that is missing in the recipe is you and your belief. Not what this person believes in. Shift the focus back to you and ask yourself, and even sit down and write down all the blessing that God has given you and the gratitude that you should give to God based off the blessings that were bestowed upon you. Y'all, especially during these very shaky times, if you're still alive, still able to afford your rent, still able to pay your bills on time, baby, that's a blessing in itself. Like, there's just no way. I respect everybody's beliefs, but there's just no way that you can get me to believe that God isn't real. Baby, if you survive 2020 and you're still thriving and successful, baby, God is real and God is in your life. Y'all, I gotta say, like, before 2020, before I moved out of my parents' house, I was a spoiled ass bitch. I didn't really give gratitude to God, even though He has blessed me immensely. Blessed me with amazing family, amazing friends. Like, I may not be rich now, but God has made me rich in love and in spirit. Like, God has given me an abundance of just amazing people that really care about me and want to see the best in me. Before I moved out of my parents' house, like, my faith was, I always believed in God, but it wasn't a strong connection to God. It was pretty shaky. But when I moved out, and I can honestly say that my money and finances are not the way they used to be, no matter what, God has made sure that I have not missed a meal, been able to pay a bill. God has been able to provide for me in so many ways that I can't even count. And I just feel that with every day that I pray, our relationship is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. One thing that helped strengthen my connection to God, and this is something you all can do today after you watch this video, is get on your knees and literally just pray. You guys, I've been lost for a while. Been lost, been trying to find myself. I think my YouTube channel hasn't really grown the way I wanted to because I don't fully know myself and I haven't really found my shtick, my niche, all that jazz. Like, I'm literally just trying to find myself and get down to the root of who Beasley really is. And my friend Amy told me to do this, and it was to literally pray to God and ask Him, how can I serve you but also benefit and live the life that I want to live in your eyes, like in your blessing? Like, how can I literally work and do what I want to do and live on my dreams, but also in a way that is serving you and serving other people? Y'all, ever since then, I gotta say, I have seen God shake some stuff up and shake and move some stuff up out of the way. Like, God, my faith in God has literally multiplied this year, especially with me literally just going through it with my depression, financial issues, you name it, me just feeling just stuck and lost. For the first time in my life, I can honestly say that I can see the forest through the trees. So I say all this to say, if you don't believe in organized religion, cool. But you need to find a way to connect to God that serves you and will serve Him too. Because God will work with you if you really just do the work and show that you are there and you acknowledge His presence. He wants to be around you. Now, I'm not trying to get all like preachy and like Jesus warrior on y'all, but I want my black gay men to know that you always will have God and spirits in your corner rooting for you. Like, just acknowledge them. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, y'all, you know, I like to go on tangents. big tangents. There'll be some more content coming, but I just felt this on my spirit that I needed to, like, get it out there and put it out there. Mr. Walter Lee, you are blessed beyond thee. You're highly blessed and highly favored. You may not believe it, you won't believe it, but I just want to let you know that I see it. I see the blessings in front of me. You're immensely talented. You're handsome and successful. There's nothing wrong with at least acknowledging that. But yeah, y'all, this video went a little long, but it is what it is. I just felt it on my spirit to go ahead and put all this out. Let me know, what are you guys' relationship with God? Like, what is your religion? Are you an atheist? And if you are an atheist, tell me why you're an atheist and why you don't have really a belief in anything. Like, I honestly don't understand how you just can't believe in anything. I really can't. But help me understand. But those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I want to come back at you guys with some more content.